A day on the focus. Hello, listeners, and welcome back to your daily dose of history. It's Anne here, ready to dive into the fascinating events of December 19th. Just myth. Because today's historical journey is a roller coaster. First off, let's talk numbers. December 19th is the 353rd day of the year. Only 12 more days until we ring in the new year. Think of all the holiday cookies you can still manage to eat. Now for the juicy bits. Way back in 1154, young Henry II of England got his crown at Westminster Abbey. Talk about a power move. Fast forward a bit, and we've got the Battle of Dreux in 1562, smack bang in the middle of the French Wars of Religion. Sounds chaotic, right? Henry. And if you thought things were peaceful in the 17th century, think again. 1606 saw the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery setting sail from England, carrying the folks who would eventually found Jamestown, Virginia. Talk about a long and bumpy boat ride. That same century, in 1675, the Great Swamp Fight, a brutal battle in King Philip's War, ended with a hard-won victory for the English settlers. But let's jump ahead to the American Revolution. On December 19, 1777, George Washington's Continental Army settled in for a chilly winter at Valley Forge. Brr, tough times for sure. And speaking of tough times, December 19, 1793, saw the end of the Siege of Toulon, a significant win for Napoleon, a name that still echoes through history. The 19th century brings even more drama. 1828 witnessed John C. Calhoun, Vice President of the U.S., anonymously publishing the South Carolina Exposition in protest, setting off the nullification crisis. Political drama at its finest. And now let's zip to the 20th and 21st centuries. We've got the first female president of South Korea, Park Geun-hye, elected in 2012, and the assassination of the Russian ambassador to Turkey in 2016. Crazy, right? Plus, the launch of the Gaia spacecraft in 2013, looking at the stars and all the drama down here on Earth. Quite a mix. Just innate. December 19th also saw quite a few births throughout history. A few names that pop out are Philip V of Spain in 1683, and Andreas Osiander, a German Protestant theologian, in 1498. And now, for the fictional part of today's show. The year is 1777. Eliza, a young woman living near Valley Forge, is worried sick about her brother, fighting in Washington's army. News from the front is scarce and often grim. One crisp December 19th evening, a weary soldier arrives at her doorstep, bringing news, a mixture of bad and good. Her brother, though frostbitten and exhausted, is alive. He speaks of the hardships at Valley Forge, the hunger, the cold, but also of the unwavering spirit of his comrades. Eliza shares a small meal with the soldier, a simple act of kindness in a time of enormous hardship, mirroring the quiet courage that sustains the nation as it fights for its independence. Just like the resilience of Henry II, who, despite facing turbulent times in his own reign, managed to secure his crown on this very day so many years ago. The soldier's story, even as he speaks of the freezing conditions at Valley Forge, almost seems to warm the cold winter night, proving that the human spirit can sometimes be the greatest source of heat. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Join me tomorrow for another fascinating day on The Focus.